Hi Taurus, this is your astrology forecast for February. The first thing to let you know is that on the 7th of February, Mercury goes retrograde right until the end of the month. So if you've got any important job interviews, contracts to sign, any important documents, if you need to get any software onto your computer, make sure you back up everything before Mercury goes retrograde. Now, for the first week of that retrograde, from the 7th to the 14th, this Mercury retrograde is here in your 11th house. So Taurus, a good time to reevaluate what you're wanting from life. What is it you're striving for? What are the things that you're going for? Have they changed? Do you need to reevaluate some of them and put them maybe in a different order of priority? As well, your friendships. You might be re-evaluating an important friendship in your life. Or you may think of calling somebody from the past and getting in touch with them. So this is a very good time to do it during that second week of the month. We've then, for the last 2 weeks of the month, this Mercury goes retrograde, he's going backwards here, into your 10th house. So with Mercury retrograde in your 10th house, Taurus, this is a good time to be rethinking your career direction. It could also bring back into your life maybe a career opportunity, maybe something you'd applied for in the past, and then all of a sudden you may get another opportunity to go for it again. It's also a very good time for thinking about your next step in your career. Also a good time for maybe doing anything connected with preparations, so the writing, your resume, all those things, information about yourself, for getting a lot of that together. Be a very good time during the Mercury retrograde. As I said, try not to sign important documents or deals during that time. The only reason for warning you is that you very often have to repeat something, or there could be misunderstandings during the retrograde. Now, on the 14th of the month, on Valentine's Day, we have the most wonderful full moon in Leo. Full moon here in Leo in your 4th house, Taurus. So this is wonderful for having some pleasure in your home. Could be with your family or the people that feel like family. It could be just doing something, maybe inviting people over for a games evening, but for doing something that gives you pleasure in your home. That is so important here. You might bring a romance into your life during this full moon in Leo. But the full moon in Leo is all about focusing on pleasure, on enjoyment, the things that you enjoy, Taurus. I know you're very hardworking and you can get very focused on work, and especially with Mars in this 6th house of work for several months yet until July. It's important that you're not overdoing it. You're not going into workaholic mode because of this square with Venus going on. That you're not really just going crazy, that when this full moon comes, time for a breather, time to relax, time to enjoy. That's the important thing from this full moon. Now, for the first 3 weeks of the month, we've got the sun up here in the 10th house. This is shining a light on your career, Taurus, so good time to further your career in some way, maybe to make new connections. And you also could be seen more. For those of you that want to be more in the public eye, you could well be noticed at this time. And from the 20th of February, the sun comes into your 11th house and joins Neptune. So again, another opportunity maybe to join a group of people that you've not been with before, maybe an unusual group, something that you might not normally do. Taurus, you are a fixed sign, so you're not the biggest risk taker in the zodiac. But with this sun into the 11th house for the last week, it's time maybe to risk meeting some new people from a different walk of life and maybe doing some new kind of networking. It should be exciting for you. Venus goes direct this month, so Venus and Pluto in your 9th house, for those of you wanting to do some studying or some learning, it's a wonderful time for that. And Mars, as I said, good, however, in this house. It will be going retrograde next month in March, which I'll be talking about, but really use this, make sure you're using it for keeping yourself healthy and well, good diet, good exercise program, all those good things. Really make sure that you're doing that and not indulging in too many Venusian things, which would be sugar and all the things that you know you really shouldn't eat, Taurus. But very good for working out and really getting on with some exercise. Now, the last 2 weeks of the month, we've got an exact square between Jupiter in Cancer and Uranus in Aries. So for you, your 12th to your 3rd house. So, you may have some very big ideas, Taurus, but you need to make sure, are these ideas really realistic? There may be a wake-up call from your dreams, something coming in that you might not even notice. You need to try to be aware of what people are telling you, what you're hearing, what you're getting in your dreams. It's a really good time to go networking, to go out and meet people. You may meet some surprise people, but they may come in and out of your life. Try not to hold on to them. Again, fixed sign tends to hold on to things past their sell-by date. Just allow people to come into your life. Sometimes people come in just for a very short time, but they teach you something in that very short time. So learn what you can in the short time for these people coming into your life, especially connected with social activity, any kind of networking activity. This is good with this Jupiter. It's just that you need to be able to let go of these people when the time comes and not expect them to stay in your life. And so we've still got, obviously, this grand cross still going on in the heavens. These are the challenges that we're all experiencing. We're having to go beyond what is comfortable. So many of us, for me, with my move to Greece, as wonderful as it is, I can tell you that it's certainly not comfortable, at least not most of the time. So we're all having to raise our vibration to a new level, and from there we're going to have better lives. Things are going to be better. So keep that in mind. As difficult as some of you are having a time right now, keep in mind that it's not always going to be like that, particularly if you will step out and be courageous and brave and move out to new horizons and new adventures. So there you have it, Taurus, and potentially exciting month ahead. And thank you for listening. And as we say in Greece, Yassas or Yachara. Bye for now.